shock top replacement on a Peugeot Partner. This is the 2014 model. So the first thing we'll be removing is this rubber cover, and under that rubber cover you will see these plastic buttons. So these center sections come out, they pull back, and then you press them out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first of all, and then we will be dropping that down. So I've peeled back that cover now, and that leaves access to the top mounting nut, which is there. I'm going to spray that with some lubrication oil and then remove that top nut. To remove that nut you're going to need a 21mm spanner, and if you are turning it and the whole unit is turning together, you will need to use something like this. So it's a hex 7, and I just have that taped in to my long spanner to hold it. So it'll be set up like that. I'll be holding the top of it. With the spanner, and then I'll have the 21mm underneath that, so one will be locking against another to free it out. So that's my setup there. One tightening against the other, that there, and then that is free to move now. So the next thing to do is make sure you leave just a couple of threads on the top nut, that way it won't drop all the way down. When you come to the underside of it, you will need to remove the drop link, which is this nut here. Then there is 2 bolts there. So on this side you have the nuts there, and they're in a securing plate fixture on that. So you will be removing it from this side. Once you have those things done, push the shock back. It'll be just hinging on the top. We go back up to the top, take the last couple of threads, and the complete shock will drop down then. So I have the 2 shock ones out here. They are an 18mm head on them, and that's the securing plate. The drop link is disconnected. That's a 16mm nut that's on the top of that, and if it's spinning you'll have to secure it by something like a small vice grip at the back just to stop it from spinning. The shock then moves away from the hub, and the last thing that's holding it is that just a couple of threads that we left on the top nut. So we'll remove them and the shock is good to come out then. Okay, so when you're taking it down, just be careful not to push it against any of the ABS sensors or anything like that, the wiring that's coming down, and it comes out nice and easy. In this instance this was knocking quite badly, and as we can see there's rubber bits all around the top, so the shock top mount is worn. So it's a correct diagnosis, and we will be replacing this part up here and putting it all back together again. So this is the new part here. It's a Monroe, so it comes with this part and that part. It comes in 2 parts. So what we need to do is compress the coil spring next, remove this nut here, and then fit the new one on. So if you have a noise on the front end of yours, left hand or right hand towards the top becomes prominent over bumps, rough terrain, potholes, etc., you would hear this constant vibration. Also in this one, if you were to accelerate at a certain pace, I think it was around 2,500 revs, you could also get it to rattle. So that was what was causing it, and that noise will be gone once we put in this new part. So with the tension off, you can clearly see that it's rattling around. I have the springs compressed, and it's 21mm on the top nut. So I'm putting the shock top mount back in now, the new one, and I am just tightening up. So again, it's the hex 7 holding basically the bolt that comes through in the center, 21 mil here, and then tightening against it. So I have this all back together now, so the drop link is back in position. The 2 bolts under this side, which connect the hub to the shock, are back in place and tightened up. I have the top securing nut tightened up as well, and the covers put back around. So this job is now finished. Last thing I would say on this is, if you are doing it yourself, be very, very cautious. I would advise, if you're not familiar with this system, to get somebody else to compress the spring. Get a professional who knows what they're at. It is deadly dangerous compressing these because they're under extreme tension. If one of them coil spring compressors were to slip and you had the top mounting nut off, it can fly and cause damage. So if you are familiar with them, or you have the right equipment to do it, just be very cautious. Other than that, this is exactly how you would fit a shock top mount in a Peugeot Partner. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like, share, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.